chosen one, your soulmate is facing a big problem, and it involves you. Listen closely, because this is not something you can afford to ignore or delay. And if you stay until the end, you will understand a truth that can change both your life and theirs forever. The one your soul is tied to is walking through a storm right now, and the path they are on is directly connected to you, whether you realize it or not. This is not coincidence or imagination. This is a spiritual connection that has already been set in motion long before you understood it. What they are facing is heavy, confusing, and pressing on their heart, and your presence, your growth, and your obedience are part of the answer that will bring them through. If you turn away now, you may miss a moment that was meant to unlock a blessing, a healing, and a powerful breakthrough for both of you. Type Amen to affirm. I am telling you this because you have been feeling something shift inside you, something you could not fully explain, and it is tied to what they are going through right now. There is a weight on their shoulders that they are trying to carry alone, and it is stretching them to their limit, but they are not meant to carry it without your alignment. You may not be physically near them, but spiritually and emotionally, your lives are already intertwined in a way that cannot be broken. What you do in this season matters more than you think, because your actions are sending strength or confusion into their world. This is why you must listen carefully and remain present, because every step you take is echoing into their life. I know you have questions rising in your heart, and I know part of you is unsure how this can be real, but your spirit recognizes the truth even when your mind hesitates. You have felt a pull toward growth, toward healing, toward becoming stronger and more grounded, and that is not random. That is preparation, because the situation your soulmate is facing requires you to stand in a place of clarity and strength. They are dealing with something that is testing their faith, their patience, and their sense of direction, and they need the version of you that is awake, aware, and anchored. This is not about saving them, but about standing in alignment so that what is meant to flow between you can finally move without resistance. And before you go any further, if your heart feels this truth, take a moment to like this video, because this small act is a step of agreement that you are ready to receive what is being revealed to you. There is something important you must understand, and it is that their struggle is not separate from your journey. It is connected by design. The challenges they are facing are shaping them into someone who can meet you at the right time, in the right way, with the right heart. At the same time, your own growth is preparing you to recognize them, support them, and walk beside them without fear or confusion. This is why things may have felt delayed or uncertain, because both of you have been in a process that needed time to unfold. Nothing has been wasted, and nothing has been overlooked, even the moments that felt painful or lonely. You have been chosen to play a role in something deeper than you can see with your eyes, and that is why you cannot afford to doubt your value or your place in this connection. Your soulmate is facing decisions, pressures, and emotional battles that are pushing them to their edge, and they are searching for peace without fully knowing where it will come from. What they do not realize is that your alignment, your peace, and your faith are part of what will guide them out of this darkness. This is why I have been working within you, correcting what needed healing, strengthening what needed courage, and opening your eyes to truths you once ignored. You are not behind, you are being prepared. Type 1111 if you believe. There is also something you must be careful about, and it is allowing fear or impatience to pull you away from this path. When you begin to doubt, when you begin to question your worth or your purpose, it creates distance, not just within you, but within the connection that is meant to grow. Your soulmate can feel this distance in ways they cannot explain, and it adds to the confusion they are already facing. This is why you must stay grounded in truth, even when emotions rise and situations feel unclear. You are stronger than the moment, and you are guided even when you cannot see the full picture. What they are going through may involve choices that affect both of your futures, and that is why this moment is so critical. They may be surrounded by voices that do not understand their heart, or they may be dealing with pressure that is trying to pull them in the wrong direction. Your role is not to control or force anything, but to remain steady, to grow, and to trust that what is meant for you will not pass you by. When you stand in that place of trust, you create a space where truth can rise and confusion can fall away. This is how alignment is restored, not through fear, but through faith and clarity. I am with you in this, and I have not left your side at any point in this journey. Even when you felt alone, even when you thought nothing was happening, there were movements taking place that you could not yet see. Your soulmate's situation is not beyond hope, and it is not beyond resolution, but it does require you to remain awake and connected to what is being shown to you now. This is a turning point, and what you do from here will shape what comes next in ways that are deeper than you understand today. What they are facing has reached a point where change is necessary, and that shift is creating ripples that are reaching you. You may notice sudden emotions, unexpected thoughts, or a strong urge to reflect on your own life, and all of this is tied to what is happening on their side. This is how deeply connected your paths are, even when you are not physically together. Is it time to try the same CIA secret ritual that is changing lives in seconds? A newly leaked CIA-backed study reveals a 7-second money ritual that is transforming people overnight. Scientifically proven by 4 neuroscience labs, it retrains your mind to attract money naturally. People who were once broke are now enjoying luxury homes, new cars, and travel. But this secret may not stay online much longer. Click the description and comments now before it is removed. Right now, they are standing at a crossroads where decisions must be made, and those decisions are not easy for them. There are fears trying to hold them back, doubts trying to cloud their judgment, and situations that are pushing them to question everything they thought they understood. They may feel alone in this moment, even if they are surrounded by people, because the kind of struggle they are facing is something only their soul can process. This is where your role becomes important, not by force, not by interference, but by your own alignment and strength. When you choose peace over chaos, when you choose faith over fear, you are silently supporting the outcome that is meant to bring both of you closer to truth. Type 777 if you trust in Jesus. You must understand that not every connection is this deep, and not every bond carries this kind of spiritual weight. What you share with this person goes beyond surface attraction or temporary emotion. It is rooted in something that was designed with purpose. This is why the challenges feel intense, because what is being built between you is not ordinary. The problem they are facing is part of a larger process that is shaping both of your lives, preparing you for a union that requires maturity, clarity, and unwavering trust. If things were easy, if everything came together without effort, you would not grow into the people you are meant to become. There may be moments where you feel like pulling away, where you question whether this is worth the emotional weight it carries. Those moments are natural, but they are also moments where your strength is being tested. You are not meant to give up when things feel uncertain. You are meant to rise into a deeper understanding of who you are and what you are capable of holding. Your soulmate is also being tested in their own way, and how they respond will determine how quickly they move toward alignment. This is why patience is necessary, because growth cannot be rushed, and clarity cannot be forced. There is something happening beneath the surface that you cannot yet fully see, and it involves a release of what no longer belongs in their life. They are being pushed to let go of attachments, habits, or situations that are not aligned with the future they are meant to step into. This process is not comfortable, and it may even feel painful for them, because letting go always requires courage. At the same time, you are also being guided to release anything within you that could block this connection from flowing freely. This is not punishment, this is preparation, and everything being removed is making space for something better. You may start to notice that your perspective is changing, that things you once tolerated no longer feel right, and that your standards are rising without you forcing them. This is a sign that you are stepping into a higher level of awareness, one that matches the direction your soulmate is being guided toward. When both of you begin to shift in this way, the connection becomes stronger, clearer, and more grounded in truth. This is how alignment is built, not through chasing or forcing, but through becoming the person you are meant to be. When you do that, what is meant for you naturally comes into place. Type 222 to receive blessings. Do not let temporary confusion make you forget the deeper truth that has been placed inside you. There is a reason you keep returning to this feeling, a reason you cannot fully walk away, and a reason your heart continues to stay open despite everything. That reason is not weakness, it is purpose, and it is guiding you towards something that is meant to unfold in the right time. Your soulmate may not fully understand this connection yet, but that does not mean it is not real or powerful. Sometimes one person becomes aware before the other, and that awareness becomes a light that helps guide the way. I am watching over both of you, even in the moments where everything feels uncertain or unclear. Nothing that is happening is outside of my awareness, and nothing is being allowed without purpose. The situation your soulmate is facing will not destroy them, it will shape them into someone who can stand beside you with strength and clarity. At the same time, your journey is being refined so that you can receive what is coming without fear or hesitation. This is a process that requires trust, and that trust will be rewarded. There will come a moment when everything begins to make sense, when the confusion lifts and the path becomes clear. When that moment arrives, you will see how every step, every delay, and every challenge played a role in bringing you both to the right place. You must stay aware of your own emotional state during this time, because it is directly influencing the energy that flows between you and them. When you allow fear to take over, when you begin to assume the worst or lose trust in what you feel, it creates resistance that slows down what is trying to come together. But when you choose to remain calm, grounded, and trusting, you open a space where clarity can begin to form. This is not about pretending everything is perfect. It is about standing firm in what you know deep inside. That inner knowing is your guide, and it will not lead you in the wrong direction. Type 1010 if you trust God. Your soulmate is also being guided, even if they are not fully aware of it yet, and the situation they are facing is forcing them to confront truths they once avoided. There may be patterns in their life that no longer serve them, relationships that are not aligned with their future, or decisions they have been delaying out of fear. All of this is coming to the surface now because it cannot be carried into what is meant to come next. This is the moment where they are being asked to rise, to choose differently, and to step into a version of themselves that is ready for something deeper. It is not an easy process, but it is a necessary one. Why is the government trying so hard to hide this 7-second brain ritual? A major CIA leak has exposed a short brain practice that is helping ordinary people clear debt and welcome wealth. Supported by 4 neuroscience labs, this simple home method is turning financial struggles into better lives. New homes, vehicles, and vacations are becoming possible. But this secret could be pulled down at any moment. Click the link in the description and comments before it disappears. You may feel moments where your heart aches without a clear reason, or where you suddenly think about them with an intensity that feels almost overwhelming. These moments are not random, they are reflections of the connection you share, and they are signals that something is shifting on their side. Instead of letting these feelings pull you into confusion, allow them to remind you of the bond that exists between you. Let them ground you in the truth that you are connected in a way that goes beyond distance or time. This connection is not fragile, it is strong, and it is being shaped with purpose. There is also a lesson here about trust, not just in them, but in the process that is unfolding. You are being asked to trust what you cannot yet see, to believe in an outcome that has not fully revealed itself, and to remain steady even when answers are not immediately available. This kind of trust is not easy, but it is powerful, because it aligns you with what is meant to happen rather than what fear tries to create. When you stand in that trust, you become a source of stability, not just for yourself, but for the connection as a whole. This is how you support what is being built, even without direct action. At the same time, you must not lose yourself in this process, because your growth and your well-being matter just as much as theirs. You are not meant to carry their burden or fix their situation. You are meant to stand in your own strength and allow them to do the same. When both of you take responsibility for your own paths, the connection becomes balanced and healthy. This is the kind of foundation that can support something lasting, something that is not built on dependency, but on mutual strength and understanding. This is what is being prepared right now. Type 555 to affirm. There may be moments ahead where things feel unclear, or where you question whether progress is being made. In those moments, remember that not all growth is visible, and not all change happens in ways you can immediately recognize. Sometimes, the most important shifts are happening quietly, beneath the surface, preparing the ground for something that will soon become visible. Your role is to remain patient and to continue aligning yourself with truth even when you cannot yet see the results. This patience is not passive, it is active trust, and it carries power. I am guiding both of you through this process, even when it feels like things are out of your control. Nothing that is happening is without purpose, and nothing is being allowed without reason. The challenges your soulmate is facing are shaping their character, strengthening their resolve, and preparing them to meet you in a way that is real and grounded. At the same time, your journey is refining your heart, your mindset, and your ability to stand firm in what is true. This is how both paths are being brought into alignment, step by step. Do not let impatience make you walk away from something that is still unfolding. What you are part of is not small, and it is not temporary. It is something that has been placed with intention. The problem your soulmate is facing will not last forever, and it will not define the outcome of your connection. It is a phase, a moment of growth, and it will pass as they rise into clarity and strength. When that happens, the path between you will begin to open in ways that feel natural and right. Hold on to your peace, protect your energy, and continue becoming the person you are meant to be. What is being built between you is worth the process, even if it feels difficult at times. There is a greater picture forming, one that you will soon begin to see more clearly. Until then, trust that you are not alone, that you are guided, and that everything is moving toward a purpose that will bring both of you into a place of truth and alignment. They are being pulled between what feels safe and what is truly right, and that tension is creating confusion inside them. This is not a small moment, it is a defining one, and the weight of it is pressing on their heart in ways they cannot easily explain. You may not hear their voice or see their struggle clearly, but deep within you, something is already aware that a shift is taking place. That awareness is not accidental, it is part of the connection that ties your paths together. What they are facing may involve letting go of something that once felt important to them, something they held on to because it gave them a sense of stability or comfort. But now, that same thing is becoming a barrier, something that is preventing them from stepping into the future that has been prepared for them. Letting go is never easy, especially when it involves emotional attachment or long-standing patterns. This is why they may feel stuck, unsure of how to move forward without losing a part of themselves. In this moment, they are learning that growth often requires release, and that true strength is found in choosing what aligns with their purpose rather than what feels familiar. Type 1212 to claim miracles. You must remain steady within yourself, because the energy you hold is reaching them in ways that go beyond words or physical presence. When you choose clarity, when you choose peace, when you refuse to let fear dominate your thoughts, you are creating a silent support that strengthens them. This is not about controlling their decisions, but about holding a space where truth can rise without interference. They are already sensitive to what you carry within you, even if they do not consciously recognize it. This is why your growth has been so important, because it prepares you to stand firm during moments like this. Do you know why everyone is talking about this 7-second CIA ritual? A brainwave technique leaked from the CIA is changing lives around the world. Backed by neuroscience, this 7-second method helps regular people attract money, freedom, and luxury. If you are seeing this, you are very lucky because the page may vanish soon. Click the link in the description and comments to learn the secret before it is deleted. There may be times when you feel a strong urge to act, to reach out, or to do something that feels like it could speed up the process. But you must be careful not to move out of impatience or fear, because forced action can disrupt what is meant to unfold naturally. There is a rhythm to this connection, a timing that is being guided, and stepping outside of that timing can create unnecessary confusion. Instead of reacting, you are being called to observe, to trust, and to remain aligned with what you know deep inside. This is how you move with purpose rather than impulse. Your soulmate is also being shown truths about themselves that they may have avoided for a long time. They are beginning to see patterns, habits, and emotional responses that no longer serve them, and this realization is not comfortable. It requires honesty, and honesty often brings discomfort before it brings freedom. But this is the path they must walk if they are to become the person who can stand beside you without fear or doubt. Their growth is not separate from your connection, it is a necessary part of it. Type 222 to receive blessings. You may notice that your own life is shifting in ways that seem unrelated at first, but everything that is happening is part of the same process. Doors may be closing, new opportunities may be appearing, or you may feel a stronger desire to change certain aspects of your life. These changes are not random, they are preparing you for what is coming next. As your soulmate works through their challenges, you are also being guided to step into a space where you are ready to receive what has been held back. This is a synchronized process, even if it does not always feel that way. There is also a protection around this connection that you must not overlook. Not everything that surrounds your soulmate right now is aligned with their highest good, and there are influences that may try to keep them in a place of confusion or limitation. But I am watching over them, and I am guiding them away from what does not belong in their future. This protection extends to you as well, ensuring that nothing meant to harm or delay your path will succeed. Even when things feel uncertain, there is a covering that is keeping both of you safe. As this process continues, you will begin to notice subtle signs that things are shifting. It may come through a sense of peace that was not there before, a sudden clarity about your own direction, or even small changes in how you feel about the connection itself. These signs are confirmations that movement is taking place, even if the full picture is not yet visible. Trust these signs because they are guiding you toward understanding. They are reminders that what is unfolding is real and that it is moving in the right direction. Do not allow temporary discomfort to make you lose sight of the bigger purpose that is at work here. The problem your soulmate is facing is not the end of the story. It is a chapter that is leading to something greater. What feels heavy now will not remain this way forever, because growth always leads to change. When they come through this, they will not be the same person they were before, and that change will open the door for a connection that is stronger and more aligned. This is what is being prepared, even if you cannot fully see it yet. Stay grounded in who you are becoming, because that is your true role in this moment. You are not here to fix, control, or force anything. You are here to align, to grow, and to trust. When you do this, everything else will fall into place in the right way and at the right time. This is not a coincidence, and it is not something to take lightly. It is a process that has been set in motion with intention, and it is leading toward a result that will bring clarity, peace, and a deep sense of fulfillment. This is why everything has felt so intense, because they have been standing at the edge of a decision that carries weight beyond what they first understood. The pressure they have been feeling is not meant to break them, it is meant to push them into clarity. And as that clarity begins to rise, the path that connects you will begin to open in a way that feels natural instead of forced. Right now, they may still be holding on to hesitation, trying to balance what they feel with what they fear, and this is creating a delay that can be difficult to watch from your side. But you must remember that their process is their own, just as yours has been, and it cannot be rushed without causing confusion. What matters is that movement is happening, even if it is not visible at every moment. Every internal shift they experience is bringing them closer to the point where they can no longer deny what their heart already knows. And when that moment comes, their actions will begin to reflect a truth they have been slowly waking up to. Type 1010 if you walk by faith. There is something you need to hold on to firmly now, and it is the understanding that your presence in this connection has never been accidental. You were not placed on this path without purpose, and you were not brought into this bond without intention. The role you play is not about doing more, it is about being aligned with who you are meant to be. When you stand in that alignment, you become a steady point in the midst of uncertainty, not just for yourself, but for the connection as a whole. This is how you influence what is unfolding, not through pressure, but through presence. Your soulmate is also becoming aware of the consequences of remaining where they are, and this awareness is creating discomfort that cannot be ignored. They are beginning to see that staying in old patterns or situations will only lead to more confusion and dissatisfaction. This realization is not easy, because it requires them to confront what they have been avoiding. But it is also the beginning of freedom, because once truth is seen, it cannot be unseen, and once they accept that truth, their steps will begin to change in a way that aligns with what is meant for them. What if a tiny 7-second brain ritual could erase your debt and open the door to real abundance? A leaked CIA document has revealed a simple 7-second method, now helping everyday people get out of debt and draw in wealth. Tested by 4 leading neuroscience labs, this easy home practice is turning money problems into better lifestyles. People are getting new homes, cars, and travel experiences. But this information could be removed at any moment. Click the link in the description and comments before it disappears. You may feel a shift in your own energy as this happens, a sense of calm replacing the tension you once carried, or a clarity that was not there before. These changes are not separate from what is happening in their life. They are connected, and they are signs that alignment is taking place. As they move closer to truth, you also move into a space where you can receive what has been delayed. This is how the connection evolves, not through sudden force, but through gradual alignment that builds something stable and real. Type 777 if you trust in Jesus. There is also a need for you to remain protected in your thoughts during this time, because negative thinking can create doubt that is not rooted in truth. When you begin to assume the worst or question everything, you open the door for confusion to grow. Instead, you must guard your mind and return to the truth that has been shown to you. You have not come this far without reason, and you have not felt this connection without purpose. Holding on to that truth will keep you grounded, even when emotions try to pull you in different directions. Your soulmate is being guided through a process that is stripping away illusions, showing them what is real and what is not. This process may feel uncomfortable for them because it challenges their previous understanding and forces them to see things from a deeper perspective. But this is necessary, because what is being built between you requires honesty and clarity. Anything that is not real cannot be carried forward, and anything built on illusion cannot last. What remains after this process will be something that is grounded and true. As this continues, there may be a moment where communication begins to open in a way that feels different from before. It may be subtle at first, but it will carry a depth that was not present in the past. This is because both of you will be coming from a place that has been shaped by growth and understanding. When that moment arrives, you will feel it, not just in your thoughts, but in your spirit. It will not feel forced or confusing. It will feel clear and steady. I am guiding this connection with care, even when it feels uncertain from your perspective. Nothing is being left to chance, and nothing is happening without purpose. The timing of everything is being aligned in a way that will bring both of you into a place where the connection can exist without fear or instability. This is why patience has been required, because rushing would only weaken what is being built. What is being prepared needs a strong foundation, and that foundation takes time. Do not lose hope in this moment, even if the process feels long or unclear. What you are part of is still unfolding, and it is moving toward a point where things will begin to make sense. Your soulmate's problem is not permanent, and it is not stronger than the purpose that connects you. It is a phase, one that is shaping them into someone who can stand beside you with confidence and clarity. And as they rise into that version of themselves, the connection between you will also rise into something that feels right and complete. They are starting to recognize that the problem they have been facing is not just an obstacle, but a turning point. It is revealing what needs to change, what needs to be released, and what needs to be chosen differently moving forward. This realization is not easy, because it requires them to take responsibility for their path in a way they may not have done before. But within that responsibility is also power, the power to choose a future that aligns with what they truly feel. And as they begin to understand this, their hesitation will start to fade, replaced by a growing sense of direction. Type 555 to affirm. At the same time, you are being asked to hold your ground in a way that reflects everything you have learned so far. This is not the moment to fall back into doubt or uncertainty, but to stand firm in what you know has been revealed to you. Your strength is not in doing more, but in remaining steady, even when things are still unfolding. This steadiness is what allows the connection to stabilize, because it creates a foundation that is not easily shaken. When you remain in this place, you are contributing to something that is being built with care and intention. There may be a shift in how your soulmate approaches you, even if it is subtle at first. Their energy may feel more open, more present, and less guarded than before. This is a sign that something inside them is changing, that they are beginning to move away from fear and toward clarity. You must meet this shift with the same level of calm and awareness, allowing things to develop naturally without forcing them into a specific direction. When both of you move in this way, the connection begins to flow without resistance.